And hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Quiet Fire Podtutorials. Did I say that correctly, Pat?
Yep.
This is our new program for people that are just beginning to use the computer and certain software programs like Word, right?
Right.
So this evening, we're going to step you through the very, very basics of Word so you can get a really good understanding and a good foundation of how it works, what to expect, and we can play a little bit. You know, I always like to play with a program to be able to learn its functions, but if you don't either have the time or the inclination, or if you are more visual, I think you'll enjoy these movies a lot better for learning purposes, because you can go to a help file in Word, but it's just text. It doesn't show you exactly how to do it in a movie format. So I'm going to introduce my lovely wife and partner in this wonderful adventure, Patricia. Hello, Patricia.
Hi.
And Patricia's not on camera, but she's going to be directing. Now, here's how we're going to set this up. Me being the male of the species, she's going to give me directions on how to open up Word and go step through the basic functions. So we're going to do this kind of vicariously. She's going to live through me and have me do some of the programs, some of the functions of the program. And if I can do it, believe me, you can do it out there. So Pat, tell us a little bit about Word. So we just get started?
Just get started.
Let's just get started. Okay, I'm going to open up the Word program. And this is Word 2003, right?
Yes.
Okay, so what do you want to tell us?
Well, first of all, I just want to go through, if you're a newbie, just go through the basic toolbars that are there.
Mm-hmm.
The menu bar and the toolbar and the formatting bar. And at the very, very top where you see File, Edit, View.
Top left-hand side?
Yeah.
Okay.
That is your menu bar.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and each one of those words has a sub-menu underneath it where if you click on it, on one of those words, you will get a drop-down box.
Well, let's go click on it.
And it has
single left click or right click?
A single left click.
Single left click. Okay, single left clicking.
See,
and I got my hands away.
There you go. There's a sub-menu bar that gives you more options.
And I didn't do anything, but it dropped down.
Because after a while, it just
so that's important to know.
You don't have to click.
Somebody might rest their finger on there and think, oh, what did I do? But that happens naturally, right?
Yes. So each one of those words has a sub-menu underneath it.
Okay.
Now your next toolbar, if you want to take that cursor off of the word File,
okay,
click on the document. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Now right underneath File, for the first half of the bar, that is your formatting.
Right here, you mean?
Yeah, it's your toolbar.
Okay.
Right up into the word Read. Okay.
Okay.
That's your toolbar, and then from the A onward to the other part,
where?
To the end.
Where?
A right in the middle.
Oh, right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
And from there all the way to the right, that's your formatting. That's the formatting part of your toolbar.
Okay, so tell me about this. Okay, this area from here to the A is what?
Is your toolbar.
The toolbar, okay, the basic toolbar.
Yeah.
And then from the A on to the right-hand side, all the way over here is called...
All the way to the end.
All the way to the very end over here.
Yeah, is your formatting bar.
Okay, so we've actually split it into two groups, right?
Right.
Okay, that makes sense.
Where it says Getting Started on the right-hand side.
Okay, over here,
that's all the information. I think we talked about that already. That's the information for Microsoft.
Right.
And when you're a newbie, you don't need...
Or if you want to connect to Microsoft Office Online to explore Microsoft Office.
If you want to explore, you can go ahead and explore different things in that area. But if you're not going to use it, you can close it down by clicking on the X on the top right-hand side.
Okay, like right here?
Yeah.
Single left click?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right.
See, and that'll bring your document more centered.
Now we can use the entire page, right? Okay.
Okay.
I got an itchy nose. Whew. Okay, let's continue.
Okay. So, like I was saying, your menu bar at the top.
Mm-hmm.
Let's first of all, we will start writing something in your document. Okay. We're going to write or just type out.
Okay. So give me something to type.
The big red fox.
The big red. Okay, fix. Yeah, the big red fixed. Yeah, that happens too. It's my keyboard. My microphone is on top of my keyboard. So okay, go ahead.
Okay, now, if you want to go to the next paragraph,
Yes.
just click your enter button on your keyboard.
Okay.
Just click it a couple of times.
Oh, okay.
And
So it
that'll
drops
bring
down.
you down. Okay.
Okay.
And if anybody has used a keyboard, they pretty much know
The enter
that.
button is to drop down to the next line.
And then you can start writing jumped over the fence.
Jumped over the fence. Okay, good.
Okay. Now, what we're going to do here is I'm going to use these words to show you what these toolbars are going to do for you.
Oh, good. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. So, first of all, on the left-hand side,
Left-hand side over here.
up on the toolbar.
On the toolbar?
We're talking about the toolbars.
Okay, up here?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So I'll just go over the first couple. You're not going to need to use them. So the first one is if you want to create a new page.
What, this white guy?
Yeah.
Right here? New.
See,
It says
and
new
it says
blank.
new blank document.
Okay, so these are pretty well self-explanatory. When you just rest the mouse.
That's right.
Over them?
When you rest the mouse, it'll tell you what it is. So if you go to the next one.
So the thing is not to panic, just to put your mouse there, and
Yeah.
that may give you some direction.
You don't have to click. You don't have to do anything.
Just rest the mouse.
You just have to rest, and it'll bring up the words about what it is.
Okay, so going to the right, you want me to?
Yeah. Go to the next one.
Right there?
Now that's if you want to open up an old document.
Okay.
So one that you've already got saved.
Okay.
Okay.
Alrighty.
The next one,
Over
it
here.
looks like a little floppy disk.
Yep.
That's save.
Okay.
So if you want to save this big red fox, you would click save.
Okay.
So you can do that right now.
Okay, so single left click, yeah.
Yep.
Good.
And it's on it'll save it in My Documents. See at the very top there,
Okay,
it says
right
Save
here.
In, and it says My Documents.
Right.
Now, if you want to save it in another file, you would just click on the drop-down box.
Right here?
On the drop-down arrow.
Right. Oh, okay,
To
right
the
here.
right, yeah.
All right.
See, and you can save it if you have another folder that
Okay,
you
so
want to
this opens
save
up
it
all
in.
the folders in the computer.
These are all the folders in your computer.
Okay. All right.
But
So
most of the time, you want to save it in My Documents.
okay. Terrific. And down here is the file name, the Big Red Fox.
The Big Red Fox is the file name, and you want to save it as a Word document. Save as type, Word document.
Okay, and that's pretty well always default when you're working
That's
with
right.
Word, right?
Yeah.
Oh, look at all the choices you've got.
There are other choices, but right now we're just concerned about a Word document.
Okay, so pretty well leave those alone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
let it automatically.
It automatically knows what type of file you're saving.
Okay.
So, and then you would click Save. Okay.
Okay, should we click Save?
Yeah,
Alrighty, click Save.
because we're going to use this.
And what it does is it shrinks it and saves it, and you can still
and it
continue
just goes
working.
away, and then you can just keep using
All
it.
right, sounds good.
Okay, the next one over from Save
Up here
on to the right.
Okay.
Yeah. Next one over.
to the right-hand side
That's
is
an email.
Email.
So if you want to send an email,
Uh-huh.
or if you want to send it by email,
And that will link into what?
into your email.
Into the but if we click on here, it's going to link into which email client?
Your email.
Okay, I'm going to click
so
on
click
it.
on it.
And it's opening up.
Your email.
Ah, isn't that nice? Isn't that great? That's good. I like that.
Okay.
Has that always been a function of Word?
No.
Is
No,
it new
it's
in
new.
2003?
Yes.
And probably 2007. But
Yeah, I'm sure it's
a lot of people would probably have more, have 2003
If you're a
than 2007.
newbie, you may just be getting 2007.
Well, that's true, but I would think that there would probably be a big mix of 2000. So
2000.
anything that you learn here can probably be
It'll be in
attributed in
2007.
2007. Okay, yeah, all right.
Okay, so
Okay.
I'm not sure if you click that again, it might take it away.
This here?
Try clicking that email button again.
Right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
There. Yeah,
I'll
it
be
went away.
done. Look at that. So if you get into a situation where you want to get back, you can usually just click on that little icon and it'll reverse the action of what you've just done.
That's right. Or you can click on a different button down the road here.
Okay.
Okay, the next one to email, that's your print button.
Okay.
So you would just, once you've finished your document, you
Mm-hmm.
just click that and it can go to your printer.
Okay, well, let's do that. Let's click on print.
Okay.
And I've clicked on print.
You did?
I did.
Oh, well,
I didn't
hold
double-
it.
Okay.
Oh, it probably is just automatically printing.
Oh, look at that.
Because
okay, down here.
Yeah.
See either here or right here. It says 1, page 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So it's automatically printed.
Some features or some programs you can click that and it doesn't bring up another box, but you can also print by going to File.
Okay, let's do that. So single left click.
And then click on your drop down arrow.
Right here. Okay.
And then click on Print.
Where's right here?
Yeah. See, and it'll bring up the box.
Okay,
that's what I was looking for.
This is very important.
See, sometimes it'll bring up the box and sometimes it won't. But if you go to File and then Print, you will definitely bring up the box.
So you have more control.
You have more control.
Experience.
You can print. Now we have a black and white, or we have a color.
Okay.
So you can change that if you want it printed in color.
Okay.
Okay.
So, but for this purpose of this exercise,
we'll just do it in black and white.
In black and white. Yeah, sure.
You can print depending on how many pages you have, and then over on the right-hand side it tells you how many copies. So you may want to print 3 or 4 copies.
But normally you would just click OK at this point, right?
Yeah.
And it says all in. Okay, so let's click OK.
And then
see
it'll
what's
print.
All right. See, on the bottom of that, I don't know if the people could see
away.
that. It went away. It printed and went away. Yeah. Okay. Great.
Okay. The next one to the printer is a preview. No.
Right here?
Yeah. Print preview. So if you click that,
okay,
it'll show you what it actually looks like. Right now you've got it at 77%.
Before it sends it to the printer.
Before you send it to the printer. It'll show you the entire page in preview so that you can actually see what it's going to look like.
Okay. So what happens if I want to get back to...
Click on Close.
Close right here?
Yeah.
Okay, and that takes us back.
Yeah.
Okay, so it looks like every time you open a door or a window with a program, I'm using an example here, there's always a way to shut that door or window.
That's right.
There'll always be a little tab there that'll say close or an X that you can close the program. Okay, good.
Okay.
All righty.
The next one, the ABC.
Right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's your spelling and grammar.
Oh.
So you can...
Why don't we try to misspell something?
Yeah.
Foxed.
Okay.
Oh, look. Okay, it's in red.
Now it's in red.
Okay, so go here.
Click that.
Okay.
And it'll give you the word that's spelled wrong, and it'll give you a suggestion for the word.
Okay, so it's down here in red.
It's showing you that it's red. So
and it's
you want to do fox. So then you click change.
Right, but look at all the suggestions: fox, foot, fort, font, foxy. Okay, good. So if we click here.
Yeah.
And then what do we do here?
You click change.
Change. Okay, and it changes it.
And it changes it.
And then it says the spelling and grammar check is complete.
See, now what you can do is, if you know that word, if you want to click OK.
Okay.
You knew that word was spelled wrong. So if you want to put the T back in there, and I'll show you.
All right.
And then put your cursor over top of the word, and then right click on your mouse.
Single right click, okay.
Yeah. See, and here's another way of doing it. Because it's showing you that it's spelled wrong because there's a red line underneath it.
Right.
And then then you just click on the word fox.
So it's one less step.
Yes.
Than the other way.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
The other way, I will show you where it's even.
Okay.
Okay?
Perfect.
The other way, the ABC, it will actually check the entire document.
Okay.
So it'll keep bringing up all the words that are spelled wrong and give you a correction for it, and then you can change it.
Okay, so the control freaks will usually go word by word, and the people that want to check the entire document at the end can go back up here and click at ABC. Oh, that's good.
Right.
All right, perfect.
How would you do that?
Sorry. I'll click close.
Okay.
Okay.
What is the next?
This one is research. And you want to leave that alone for just a bit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go back to that.
All right.
Okay. If you highlight the word the.
Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm clicking and dragging the left mouse button while I'm scrolling it across the word.
That's selected.
And then I bring up my mouse button.
Okay. Now the next one in the toolbar is a pair of scissors.
Okay.
So if you click on that pair of scissors...
Single left?
Yeah.
Everything's single left, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It'll cut that word out.
Okay, cut means completely take it out of the picture.
Exactly.
Like take it right out, never to be seen again.
Exactly.
Okay, well that works for me.
Okay. But if you go over to the paintbrush there.
Paintbrush. Where's paintbrush?
Right.
Right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Paste.
Just a second. This is a little bit different.
Right.
Paste.
Oh, here we go. Okay.
So now you can paste it back
So there's
in.
a little icon of a clipboard and a piece of paper. This is very, very small.
I can't see it.
I know. But if you get lost, you just rest your mouse there?
Yes.
Okay, so paste, so single left click.
Yeah.
And what do I expect to see
It'll put it back in.
Oh, that's very cool.
Okay.
That's very nice. So copy.
So if you want to take cut it out.
Okay, yeah.
Cut it out again.
Yep.
Use the scissors.
Okay, gotcha.
Ooh.
What did I do?
You just opened up your clipboard. That's okay.
Oh, okay.
And then put at the end of Fox.
Okay, right here.
By putting your cursor.
So single left click.
Yeah.
And then what do I do?
And then go up to the paste button.
Right here.
And paste it there.
Ah, look at that. And it has a little look. Oh, look at this. It's paste options. So we can left click on that. Oh. It gives you choices. It says keep source formatting, which would be probably the default formatting right now. Match destination formatting. Keep text only and apply style for. So for all intents and purposes, you would almost always keep source formatting,
That's
right?
right.
Okay. I'm ready.
So now, say we don't want to leave it there. So right underneath the word window is an arrow that's going backwards.
Right underneath the window. This one?
There.
Okay, yeah.
So if you click on that, it'll take it back.
Okay, so single left click.
So each time, that's right. So first click.
Yeah.
So it's going backwards. So if you click it again.
So what it's doing is holding it in memory, all your mistakes, so you can
just
undo your mistake.
Clicking as many times. You see?
Oh, that's good. Okay. So how many times will this go back? Do you know? Or probably far
on
5?
some things, I've gone back quite a ways.
Quite a ways?
Yeah.
It depends on how soon you remember to fix the mistakes, right?
But in some programs, it will only go back once or twice.
Like Photoshop
Excel.
or something. Excel.
I only go back once.
Because that's a mathematical data sheet. Okay, perfect.
Okay. And then, of course, one arrow means backwards, the other arrow means forwards.
What arrow?
Right under the word help. There's an arrow.
This one. Oh, okay, so redo
So if you click that, it'll redo it. It'll put it back.
Okay, so now I'm putting my mistakes back.
Yeah.
Okay, and that until that arrow disappears, and that's the last mistake I did.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now you can go back to your.
Okay, so I unclick all my mistakes.
There you go.
Okay, and let's see how far we can go with this.
Oh no, that's far enough.
Okay.
There you go. I can't see what that next one is. I'm sorry.
What, this one?
No, this to the right of the arrow.
This one?
Yeah.
Insert hyperlink.
Oh, okay.
These are really small. We have to point out that
well,
these...
don't forget my glasses.
Yeah. She broke her glasses. Can we tell the people what you did? Okay. A week and a half ago?
Yeah.
She was at our daughter's, and she had her glasses, prescription glasses. You know how you tuck them, you fold them and tuck them in your shirt? She bent down. She opened an oven door. They fell out into the oven. She didn't realize it. She turned the oven on.
The oven was already on.
She came back, and they were quite well done in half an hour.
No, it was only like minutes.
Was it?
It was only like a minute or two.
Took them out, and she showed me the lenses, and they were completely... So, okay, yeah, so a big bill heading our way, ladies and gentlemen. So... So she's suffering now without her proper glasses. Okay, so this one here, insert hyperlink. So what do we do? This is fun.
That's if you want to put a hyperlink into...
what's a hyperlink?
A hyperlink is... if, say we want to hyperlink the word Fox, you highlight the word.
I'm going to click left. I'm going to left click my mouse.
Click and drag it across.
As I'm keeping the mouse down, I drag it across, then I lift up the mouse button.
And then if you click hyperlink.
Hyperlink right here. Yes.
Insert a hyperlink. So you may want to put in a URL.
URL means Universal Resource Locator.
Yeah, so when you're on the internet, it's the www dot, okay, and then you can type that in the address bar there.
Okay.
And then it will, when you're finished your document, that will actually hyperlink it. But if you only want to do that if you're keeping this document, sending it by email or something.
Right.
It's not going to do you any good if you're printing it out and sending it as
exactly.
a letter.
Yeah, because you have to have an electronic hyperlink
Yes.
to this document,
Yes.
right? That's what people saying hyperlinking.
Yes.
Okay, so we'll just cancel this.
Yeah.
So we can talk about that another
Yeah.
time, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So this one is insert hyperlink.
Yeah.
And this guy is table.
That's to make a table or a border, so we'll go that in another day.
Okay.
Right now, I just want to show you how to format your program,
Okay.
your document.
Alrighty.
So, so if you wanted to type some more things,
Okay.
jumped over the fence,
And whoops, here we'll go down here. And got very sick because he was eating rotten apples. Well, of course. Yeah, you gotta have a little fun here. All right, cool. So
Okay.
All righty.
So now I'm going to show you the next portion of the toolbar, which
Okay.
is the formatting.
Oh, so we're working from the A,
Yeah.
which was, where is it here now?
Oh.
Has it changed? It's changed. It's changed. There is no A there anymore. But look at this. Toolbar options.
Add remove buttons, because we're going to need all those buttons.
Okay. Read. Toolbar options. Show buttons on 2 rows.
Yeah.
Show buttons on 2 rows.
There.
Wow, look at that. Okay.
Okay.
So is this your formatting?
So now this is your formatting
Okay,
row.
so the format is down at the bottom.
Yeah.
I don't know what we did.
It might be something to do with clipboard.
And you're also going to run into this. Sometimes when you're working with a program, you'll click something and you'll be lost.
Yeah.
And it's okay. Everything is recoverable.
You'll find it.
You'll find it. I promise, if you experiment, if you just relax and have fun with it, you will find your way. But this is just a guide. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So now we want to format our font.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Okay. So if you want to highlight the big red fox,
Okay, got it.
and say you want to change it to a larger font, because that's going to be the title of our page.
Oh, okay.
You will go up where it says normal, and then it says Verdana, then it says the number 12.
Oh, right over here?
Yeah.
Right to the left-hand side?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then on the number 12, click the drop-down arrow.
Alrighty.
And make it a larger font, so say 20.
20? Okay. Oh,
Okay.
look at that. That's good.
Now
I like
let's say you want to change it, you want to change the font from Verdana. So if you click
that. Over here?
on that, okay, now you have a whole list of different fonts
Look
that
at all
you
the choices
can,
you've got. How many choices? Hundreds.
Well,
There's a
yeah,
lot.
it depends what you...
There's a lot. And a lot of
Okay.
people use Times New Roman. Is that kind
yeah,
of...
no.
it's
I want
not
to
my
make
favorite.
it, I want to give it some
Life.
life. Yeah.
Okay.
So put it in Algerian.
Algerian. So we got to go way up here. Where's
No,
Algerian?
right down.
Right here?
There you go.
Oh, yeah, that's
Okay.
nice. Okay.
Now
Okay.
we want to put it in the center of the page because it's the title, right?
Okay.
So a little bit further, you see the
Oops.
boxes. See where that orange box is?
This one here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you want to move to the next one because that
Oh,
one's
look.
a line left.
Okay, so it says a line left. And when they say a line left, they mean everything is squared on the left-hand side?
That's right.
Okay, so right here.
Center, so that's the one you want.
Oh, okay. And what's
Okay.
going to happen?
So
Okay, let's
click
just
it,
experiment.
and it'll
it
go
goes
to the middle.
Ah, okay.
Also, I'd like to bold it.
Bold it?
So if you go over to the B
Left or right?
left.
Okay. Oh, here.
Yes.
Right here?
Yes.
All right.
Bold it.
Where it says bold, and then just click it.
Yep. And
Oh,
it
this is fun.
makes it bigger.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, so I take off our formatting.
Yeah.
I click over here.
Yep.
And anytime you want to get out of the formatting, you just click
You
anywhere
just click
on...
anywhere on the page.
Okay, good.
Okay?
Okay, I like that.
What else is it?
That's is that about it for the basic formatting tools and things like that?
I think so. For the
Yeah.
well, we could go through if you want to color.
Okay, let's do the color.
Okay. Let's do the big red fox.
Okay, so I'm
I want to
highlighting
finish, and then go to the A up on the right hand side of the toolbar.
Right here?
Yeah.
Okay, so single left click.
No, I want you to left click on the arrow.
Oh, the
That's
arrow.
arrow.
Okay.
Just pick one of those colors, maybe bright red.
Right. Okay, let's do this one.
Okay.
Alrighty.
There you go. Now click on the page.
So if I click on the page, and
It's gonna be bright
look
red.
at that.
Okay.
I like that. You know, you could do so much with this. It can get as easy or as complicated as you want, right? The more you practice it and experiment with it,
That's
the
right.
better you can get with it, right?
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Okay, so we've covered the toolbars and how you can format your fonts, how you can, use the different tools in the toolbar. So that gets you started.
Good. Okay. Well, I tell you what. Why don't we stop for tonight? And that's actually for most newbies. They're going to want to play around in this area, in those two toolbars, like the first part of the toolbar and then the next part of the toolbar.
Yeah.
So that could take like an hour for them just to experiment and fool around.
And don't be afraid to click on something. And if you have made a mistake or if you decide you don't like it, you can always click the undo button.
Do the undo button.
Click the undo button.
Now watch this.
And,
Yes. It's taken us about 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
It'll go right to the end.
Holy smokes, look at that. It erases all of your mistakes.
Yeah.
I like it.
Okay?
Well, you have done a fantastic job, madame. Thank you very much. So this is the basics. So we're going to put this up either as, if it's under 10 minutes, which I don't think it is. I think it's over 10 minutes. But if it's under 10 minutes, we'll do YouTube.
It's about 20 minutes.
If it's over 10 minutes, then we'll put it up in motion box on a flash player so people can get at it and view it, okay? So the next time you see us, we will go more in-depth on this toolbar. And we're going to do it kind of like you read a page on a book from left to right, top to bottom, right? Okay, so this is Pat and Rick. Say good night, Patricia.
Good night.
And we'll talk to you later. Thanks for joining us. Bye-bye for now. Take care.